Okay, and lastly, for Unit 3, we have Lesson 6.
Hey guys, welcome back to Unit 3, Relating to Others, Lesson 6, Managing Unhealthy Relationships. Within this lesson, our learning goals will be to recognize the signs of an unhealthy relationship and to know when it is time to end an unhealthy relationship. So, what exactly is peer pressure? It's an attempt to influence your behavior by those who are in a similar age group or interest group. It can be either positive or negative. It can be encouraging to do something helpful versus doing illegal drugs. It can also be sexual abuse. It is important to understand the dangers of these things, and it is extremely crucial to use assertiveness as well as conflict resolution. Here's a picture which clearly demonstrates peer pressure. So, what exactly is anger management? Anger is an emotion which occurs in conflict situations. It's a natural response and it's not always harmful, but handling your anger and reacting in a certain way can lead to positive results. Physically and verbally attacking others is unacceptable, and unexpressed anger in a proper way can lead to depression and anxiety. Expressing anger in a proper, mature way is essential in managing your anger properly. Some steps in managing anger is to acknowledge that you are angry, pinpoint the underlying cause of the anger, identify ways to manage the situation, such as punch a pillow, paint something, go running, write a song. Talk about the situation to a close friend or family member, which can then reduce intensity because when you bury things under the rug, it creates a buildup of tension. And it's also important to focus on the positive aspects of the situation. It's important to learn to forgive and forget in some situations, but do not tolerate abuse. Conflicts in relationship includes struggles between people who have opposing points of view. It can involve individuals or even groups, such as families, friends, communities, even countries. Conflict can be useful sometimes. It forces people to address issues which require immediate attention. But it can provide a new perspective on things, and it does not have to be painful. It can also end up strengthening relationships. Conflicts can be either internal or external. Internal conflicts includes a grandmother's birthday party, which happens to be on the same day as your best friend's sweet 16. You want to be there for your family and your best friend at the same time. What exactly is your priority? Conflicts can also be external. It involves others when the wants, needs, or values of one person or group clashes with those of another. Power struggles are one of the most pressing issues within relationships. Power is the ability to control and influence people or situations. It occurs when there are issues which are important to both sides. Teens and parents, for example, may experience power struggles. Both of them want power. Parents want you to clean your room, and you want your personal space to be your own space. You say, I will do what I want. Personality differences are also one of the most pressing conflicts within a relationship. Each person has a unique style, and differences between two people can either enhance/enrich a relationship, or it can cause conflict. For example, two sisters share a room. One likes to listen to music while the other is studying, and this causes anger between both. But then compromise is needed, which can prevent long-term conflicts. So the sister who listens to music can easily wear headphones. Situational conflicts can cause sudden and heated arguments. The stronger the emotional connections between people, the stronger the conflict, unfortunately. These are often short-lived. For example, Mike sees his boyfriend talking to somebody else when they were supposed to meet for lunch. It's important to keep a cool head and avoid jumping to conclusions. Communication is absolutely key, mature communication. You can't control what happens, but you can control the way that you react to things. Consider your relationship with the other person. Always be concerned about personal safety and well-being in order to reach conflict resolution. Walking away from an explosive argument is a sign of strength, not weakness. It is the wisest act that you can commit. Use a positive process to resolve the conflict. Keeping conflicts unresolved, however, can deteriorate a relationship fast. Resolving conflicts can either save a relationship or end it on mutual terms. The way that you identify early signs of conflict is to look for communication clues, such as name-calling, yelling, threats and insults, and argumentative languages. But when some things become extreme, you must leave the scene, such as pushing or shoving, slapping or kicking, threats with weapons, even sexual abuse. Do not tolerate it. Unhealthy relationships are relationships which cause distress or hurt. Harassment and abuse are common behaviors, and it's often difficult to avoid them because when you have strong emotional connections with people, it becomes hard to stand up for yourself. Harassment is unwelcome and uninvited attention that causes the victim distress. It creates an environment which is stressful, and this often results in discrimination when people are excluded from participation. The feeling that being different is a bad thing is a common form of harassment. Bullying is cruel behavior directed at a specific individual or group. The bully and victim may know each other, and there may be a power difference. Bullies may act alone or in groups, and sometimes one person acts while others just watch. Both are equally bad. This can be physical, emotional, or sexual. Scars last a lifetime. Whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or sexual, or verbal, it doesn't matter. They all last a lifetime. Here's a picture of a girl getting bullied. All types of bullying can carry emotional scars. The first type is physical bullying, which can include hitting, kicking, punching, sexual abuse, taking, or damaging. This can also include blocking people's ways, which is the most visible type of bullying. Verbal bullying is name-calling, insulting, constant teasing, discrimination, sexism, threats, etc. Relational bullying is spreading rumors and convincing one not to talk to the victim. Racial and ethnocultural harassment involves bullying directed at others because of their race, skin color, religious beliefs, ethnic origin, citizenship, or country of origin. They are different from the bully, essentially, and discrimination is defined as refusing to work with someone or excluding someone from your groups due to their background. It is unacceptable. Here's a picture depicting discrimination. What exactly is homophobia? It is negative and discriminatory attitudes and feelings towards homosexuality. This is also directed towards people who are identified or perceived as being lesbian, gay, bisexual, or transgender, etc. It is also unacceptable, and discrimination applies here as well.
Hey, all right, what's up? Good day? Tell me that. Where do you go? I bought like 50 albums the week before the tickets came out. Oh, okay.
So, we're alone now.
Come on, there's people around.
There's nobody around. Come on. Trust me.
And secondly, a name is that killer pulls up in the car.
We knew it.
You're bored, is it?
None of your business who it is, right?
I gives a kiss.
Look who it is.
No one holding your hand today, is there?
I'll hold your hand.
Sexual harassment can include unwelcome sexual comments, sexual advances, and requests for sexual favors. This can also include unwanted touching and rape. Treating people unequally due to their gender, sexuality, or sexual orientation is also a form of sexual harassment, and all genders can be victims of sexual harassment. This can also occur in marriages and relationships as well. It is not okay if it's not consensual. Is it really harassment? Yes, it is. It's often excused by saying I was only teasing, or I was just playing around, or even boys will be boys. Harassment is unwelcome and an uninvited attention. If one asks you to stop teasing and you continue, it is harassment. You have the absolute right to say no. You do not have the right to disrupt that right for anybody else. Harassment is not only a problem for the victim, it can also be a problem for those who witness it and for the community as a whole. It can create an environment of fear. People may be afraid to go anywhere where they might be harassed, feeling that maybe they will be the next victim. Offenders can also become more aggressive. People need to feel safe from harassment to be able to learn, work, and enjoy their lives. You must have a zero-tolerance policy in institutions. Stop the behavior if you are witnessing harassment. Tell a trusted adult. But sometimes they have a hard time believing you. We must create an environment where survivors are believed, and it can start with you. Reporting is not confused to be tattling. It is preventing further harassment. Abusive relationships are relationships causing physical and emotional harm. Being hurt in a relationship with a family member, a partner, or a trusted individual can be abusive relationships. Physically, it can be kicking, slapping, hitting, even sexual abuse. Emotionally, it can be demeaning comments, threats, and insults. And doing these things in a regular pattern can be extremely detrimental. This can also include, as we said before, sexual abuse, non-consensual behavior essentially. And it may also be sexual assault when you have agreed to contact if the person has power over you because of age or authority. So if a 14-year-old girl consents to a 21-year-old guy, it is still harassment. It is still considered to be rape. Always speak up. Stand up for yourself, even though it may be hard. Talk to a trusted adult. Always seek help. You are not alone. Remember that. Sometimes it is necessary to end a relationship. Sometimes relationships do not work out, and it can be due to developing new interests, changing beliefs, or even escaping abuse. Also, drifting apart. Placing higher demands on each other can also be a factor to ending a relationship. Sometimes it is difficult to move on from a relationship, but sometimes it is necessary. Now I will have you